Welcome in to the USL PRO Weekend Preview. My name's Nicholas Murray, very pleased to be joined by David Wagner as we take a look ahead to the final weekend of the USL PRO regular season, starting off in Pittsburgh, where the Riverhounds enter their final game of the season knowing they need a victory and then some help on Saturday night to claim a place in the USL PRO playoffs. Arizona can't make the playoffs, but they did take a 3-1 win against the Riverhounds when they met last month. What should we be looking for in this clash at Highmark Stadium on Saturday?
Sure, it's still going to be a difficult contest. You know that Arizona is going to come out there. They're still playing for pride at this point. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they're going to want to come out and get a fast start. They've been playing well as of late. Players like Kerr and some of the other guys have been contributing, stepping up big for them. So they're going to want to come out and get that early goal and really set the pace. If they leave it till late, it's going to be really difficult for them. So coming out, setting the tone early, getting a hold of the game, and leaving a real impression on it.
Certainly should be a fascinating one at Highmark Stadium. Now later that night we head to the West Coast and Bonnie Field, where Sacramento Republic host the LA Galaxy 2. It should be a really good game between two teams that have become very quickly rivals out in USL Pro, and there's something at stake for both teams. Republic FC could be looking to lock up the number 2 seed in the playoffs. LA Galaxy 2, should they take a victory and Orlando take victory against Richmond in Saturday night's other marquee matchup, Los Dos could move into third position, which would be big for them seeding-wise going into the postseason. Who do you think the players to watch are in this clash?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. We talked about him last week. I'm going to say Charlie Ruggigan for LA. He's been scoring as of late. There's been a lot of guys that have been going back and forth between the first team and Los Dos. So we'll see who comes out, see who starts in this one. But I think Rugg will be a good one to watch. On the Sacramento side, you always got to go with Rodrigo Lopez. He's really been the guy that's made that team tick this year. I think going forward, he's just so dynamic. He can score from anywhere out there. So those are two guys to watch for this weekend.
And Lopez as well, in contention for the assist championship as well. It'll be interesting to see if he can provide the service for maybe Adam Jean, Justin Braun or Tommy Stewart to grab that away from Kevin Molino on this final weekend. Now finally on Sunday, we head to Rochester where the Rhinos host Wilmington in the final game of the regular season. Now this game could be for a place in the playoffs, it could just be for playoff seeding, but it promises to be a good game between two teams that have been playing very well of late and could be looking to jump past one another in that race for the final 4 playoff spots. What are you looking for at Salem Stadium on Sunday afternoon?
I think for me this will be a good matchup because if these two teams both make it into the playoffs, it's going to be a really good indication what type of teams are going to be in the playoffs. For example, Rochester came out last week. They scored goals early and often in that match, and that's something we haven't seen a lot from this Rochester side. So if Rochester can continue that form this weekend, that'll be a very positive sign for them heading into the playoffs. With the Wilmington side, they've been really consistent. They've been really tight in the back, and they've been taking their chances going forward. So if they continue that sort of stingy defense and opportunistic scoring, that'll be another good thing for them if they can make it into the playoffs as well.
Well, we hope you'll join us for all of this weekend's action. It proves to be very exciting as we wind down the final games of the regular season. We hope you'll join us again on Monday as we take a look back at all of the weekend's actions and take a look ahead to the quarterfinals of the USL Pro playoffs. But until then, for David, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for joining us.